2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. And teams getting geared up right for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the lottery.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've got LeBron James. LaMelo Ball is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Moses Brown. And it's Ware in at the power forward. For three, Siakam drills the three-pointer.
An extra element to Siakam's game. He can really handle the ball and even initiate offense.
McConnell against Ball. Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's McConnell. Mark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Now, here's Ball. Coming off a stellar performance against Boston.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
Now, here's McConnell. Out to Turner. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
That mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Brown. Back to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Hits the three-point bomb.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And here's McConnell after LeBron James hitting the three. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Turner with this. Over James. And it's Mathurin missing.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, LeBron always #1 on the scouting report. Coach said on top of being a physically dominant player, he's like an extra coach on the court, able to control the game with his basketball IQ alone. Kevin, a big challenge to handle the mental challenge of LeBron James. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Nembhard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And with spring right around the corner, let's see who's flourishing in the power rankings. You look at the Pacers. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
Now, here's Siakam. He has 5. Out to Turner. Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Here's James. Here's Brown. And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. James, the pass to Ware. And stolen by Siakam. Now here's Mathurin, the fast break chance. Nembhard finds Mathurin. That one good for 2. Mathurin's got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Has to Ware. Shoots the 3. Ball's knocked loose. Indiana leading. Inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And Mathurin really gets off the ground quick. Terrific at being aggressive around the rim. Well done.
James against Mathurin. And stolen by Siakam. It's Nembhard on the wing. It's stolen by Brown. James with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And that one is good.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Ball. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Now here's LeBron. They trail by 3. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
And so here is Indiana after the basket by Los Angeles. McConnell kicks to Turner. It's hauled in by Brown.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
To the middle. And the dunk by Brown.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. And Indiana making a change here. Neesmith has checked in.
Temperature up. Let's dance.
Here's Siakam. 5 points in the game. They set the screen. Pass to Nembhard. Turner with it. And it's blocked by Brown.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Ball from long range. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Pacers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And here is Nesmith. Covered by LeBron. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Siakam. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. And it's LeBron missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Nembhard. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's LeBron. 7 points in the game. And here's McConnell. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the Lakers.
Lakers substitution, number 26.
Here's McConnell coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Nembhard, the pass to McConnell. Siakam outside. Turner with a screen for Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by LeBron. The screen from Brown. It's LeBron with the... And good! There's another.
Up and up he goes as he continues this sensational season. Now closing in on second place in scoring.
And GA, with the way he has manhandled defenses all year long, you have to think he'll make a good run for it.
And to even come near Wilt's mark of 3,586 points from back in '63 speaks volumes for the season he's had.
We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
Nembhard, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, making the right decision in pick and rolls, the right basketball play, James is excellent at that.
Indiana trailing here. Nembhard with it to the paint, to the wing right side. Pass to Nesmith. Now Nembhard. over Thibault. Indiana again missing. LA's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. There's a good screen. Here's LeBron. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
Here's Nembhard. Jackson. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Now we get a chance to check out some stats for LeBron James.
And he's got it going at the foul line these days. His free throw percentage looks a lot different in the last 10 games than it did earlier in the season. He's tinkered with a few things and really improved his form.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Shepherd.
Minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Now Nembhard. That's tipped. Pass to Toppin. Here's Mathurin. And the rejection by James.
Love the defense from James. When he's engaged and focused, he can block some shots, folks.
They grab their own miss. Ben Berthy, and he jams it with authority.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Here's Klingon. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Assisted.
LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one. Pacers trail by 7. Pass to Nembhard. Jackson with the screen. To the inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Ben Berthy, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Forget his height. And for any size, LeBron is as good a decision maker as we've ever seen.
There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Jackson. Indiana moving it around. Up top, Mathurin. He's covered by Ball. Shoots it. And it's Mathurin missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Whoa! He got it in!
How about that?
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break, and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
They're going with Mathurin and Neesmith on the wings. Isaiah Jackson out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Shepherd in at the 1. That's the Pacers' 5.
James continues to impress with his passing. I think that's his greatest attribute. Outstanding assist there.
Neesmith can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
They set the pick. LeBron passes to Penberthy. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Mathurin. And Klingon pulls it down.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And it's Klingon with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Shepard, the pass to Mathurin. There's the three. It's good from Shepard on the assist from Mathurin. Shepard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's LeBron, and the rejection by Jackson. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Outside Mathurin. Looking to get back on track here. That's good on the jump shot. Mathurin's got 8.
Mathurin, very effective from the mid-range, so I like to see him find space in this area.
James outside. Flinging the screen for James. Lets it fly. LeBron with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Shepard. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Jackson. Rebound the Lakers. James has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game. And that's helped them stake this lead.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's Shepard, and finished off by Shepard.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Nicely done.
The screen from Brown. Inside, and Brown throws it down hard.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Shepard. Covered by Lillard. Jackson has the open look. Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's LeBron. James barreling in for the jam.
Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping.
Here's Shepard. Offline with his 3. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
To the wing on the left. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by Jackson.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Nesmith finds Mathurin. All sorts of time. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
Now here's James. Tight defense on him. Three-pointer, Lillard. They get it back. Pass to Ware. LeBron right side. And they double up LeBron. This one for 3. The putback. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Shepard, the pass to Jackson. And the basket is good. And now it's only a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outside.
Good, that's another bucket.
Scoring at a historic pace. What a treat to watch this young man play.
Well, Greg now tied for second all-time scoring in a season.
And to see his name sitting alongside the great Wilt Chamberlain, obviously elite company.
Neesmith can't get it to go.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill.
And the rebound goes to the Pacers. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the two-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Ball's checked in for Damian Lillard.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Dennis. He's covered by Ball. Siakam, high post. Last game we saw him score 14. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 4. There's the pick. Here's LeBron. Another bucket. Wow.
And, fellas, he is now second all-time for points in a season.
Truly a season for the ages.
And while Wilt Chamberlain still holds the #1 spot for scoring in a season, he bumps down Wilt's second-best campaign to third place. That's not light work.
Brown is checked in for the Lakers. Outside Mathurin. Siakam outside. Turner with the screen for Siakam. 5 on the clock. Back to Mathurin. Wide open. And he gets the jumper to drop. Mathurin's got 10 points in the game.
Mathurin, so dangerous. He can score from any place on the floor.
Offensive rebound. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And Ball with the block.
No, sir. Get it out of here. LaMelo using that long reach to deny that shot.
Count it good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pacers trail by 9. Bounce pass from McConnell. Here's Mathurin, and that one is hammered home.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
To the middle. Here's Mathurin. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Brown's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Brown with the screen on Turner. Brown inside. He's covered by McConnell. The fadeaway. And James with the basket on the assist by Brown. LeBron's got 30.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Turner looking around. And Moses Brown is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And James gets it to go.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
Mathurin against LeBron. Mathurin with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Ball against McConnell. Pass to Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Nembhard finds McConnell. They need this one. LeBron with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. There's 49 seconds left here in the second. Brown with a screen on Mathurin. The drive by James and the dunk by James.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, back. best. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
McConnell passes to Nembhard. Down low, here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And give Siakam the hoop and the harm on that one. And since being drafted back in 2016, he's really improved that upper body strength.
The Lakers on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good by LeBron.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggles.
That it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Siakam's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's LeBron James making. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court.
Thanks for tuning in.
This is where you pile up wins and move up in the standings. These can be trap games as well.
And that goes to your lead.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
Thank you for being with us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So for the Lakers right now, they've got Jaylen Brown. He's out there with Ball. LeBron James is out there with Brown. And it's Ware in at the 4 spot.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
James off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Pacers trail by 15. Here's Mathurin, and it's blocked by Brown. Now here's James. LeBron gathering speed.
Boy, that burst of speed. James may be the fastest guy in the league. And because of his size and speed, he's a force when he turns the Jets on.
The Lakers have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And really, even the great ones have off nights, and this definitely qualifies as one of those for him.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They led by as many as 18 points. It's off to Utah after this, and yep, another basket.
And now he is tied for the second most 40-point games in an NBA season. What a year.
Wow, he has brought it every night, and nobody seems to have the answer for him.
And he's tied, Wilt, with 52 games of 40 points or more. Just saying that out loud, I still don't believe it's been matched, but that's the kind of year he's had. And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Third personal foul.
Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Moses Brown.
He has become all kinds of mean at the defensive end. His blocks have come way up these past few months, and that tells you about the kind of intensity and drive he's been playing with. And he hasn't had his usual rhythm thus far from the line. I think he's getting back into it with those two.
Outside Turner, the three ball, and again it's the Pacers from deep.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
It's LeBron with the drive, makes it off the glass. James has got 45 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And it's blocked by Brown. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Nice shot by James. James has got 47 points.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. You take a look at McConnell, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Left side, Turner. The three. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. And it's blocked by Brown.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You look at the Pacers. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
When I look at Indiana, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
You know, the way they've handled just about every challenge that's been thrown at them this year, I don't see how they couldn't be considered front runners for the title.
Back to Siakam. Over ball. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by McConnell. McConnell's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. LeBron against Mathurin. Hits it again. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Pacers trail by 19. Siakam up top. 17 points in the game.
And Mathurin's vertical is remarkable. I love how he goes after it on those plays.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
6 on the shot clock. Brown with a screen on Mathurin. James goes up again. Brown kicks to ball. LeBron outside. To the paint, here's Ware. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Ware's got 5 points so far.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
The Pacers have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Outside Mathurin. The three-pointer no good. Lakers leading by 19 points.
I got him.
Here's James. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 53.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Brown. And a wide open look for Mathurin. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And they're also #1 in distributing the basketball, a testament to their supreme unselfishness and the passing talent of their floor leaders.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Over in the corner, Mathurin. And Indiana, another three.
Yeah, Mathurin wanted this bad. He wants to one-up them at the arc.
Brown with a screen on Mathurin. James, good. James has got 58.
Boy, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Good on the triple.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
LeBron drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Siakam. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Obi Toppin's checked in for Siakam. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
Some numbers for Brown. He's been on a tear since the 18 points a game, 19 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Both free throws good from James.
Now, over 2 decades playing in the league, LeBron James continues to play at an amazing level. Remarkable.
Going inside. Nembhard's shot is good.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And here is James. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And another one falls. Amazing. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Mathurin. Back to Neesmith. And Neesmith with the slam.
And you like when bigs get involved in the passing game. Exactly what Mathurin did there.
The screen from Brown. It's stolen. Nembhard with it. Now guarded by Ball. Indiana moving it around. Toppin, no one around him. Trains the three-pointer. Toppin's got 6 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
There's a screen. Over in the corner, Brown. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pacers trail by 14. Here's Mathurin, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
What a motor. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
Here's James. LeBron brushing off the contact.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Nembhard finds Neesmith. And the Pacers another three.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Here's James, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Miles' turn.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer. And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Shepard comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Shepard with the ball. Brown on him. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by James.
Still Pacers ball.
Here's Shepard. He's got 8. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Ball. Now Shepard. Just 4 to shoot.
In the third, 2 minutes.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Pacers have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
The tray. It's rebounded by Neesmith.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Dennis. He's covered by Ball. Neesmith, the pass to Toppin. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's James. Non-stop scoring machine here. And again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Here's Dennis. He's covered by Ball. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and just came up short on the triple.
LeBron kicks to Brown. The offensive rebound. Ware on the wing, James. Brown sets a screen for James. Pass to Ware from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Neesmith has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jackson passes to Neesmith. And the rejection by LeBron. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Ware, no good. Pacers trail by 13. Pass to Shepard. Drills it from outside. Shepard's got 5 points in the quarter.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Jackson is out there with Toppin. Then there's Shepard. Then there's Aaron Neesmith. And it's Dennis in at the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Getting elevated is something Toppin has no problem with. Give him airspace at your own peril.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Jackson misses. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
Connect, he's checked in for the Pacers. And here are the Pacers now, trailing by 13. Pass to Shepard. Toppin sets a screen for Shepard. Now connect, guarded by Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Shepard. No good from outside. It's stolen by Shepard. Jackson trying to break free. Shepard, that's good.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Clingan, and it's Clingan with the jam.
One of the more dynamic passers in this league. Ball with a nice setup.
Pacers trail by 13. To the inside. Here's Shepard, and finished off by Shepard.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the first one at the line is good.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well at his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man.
Pass to Walker. Back to Ball. There's the pick. Lets it go from deep. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 14 feet away. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Shepard.
I tell you what, I can't argue with the result, but a little unnecessary to go to the off-balance shot there.
To the middle. Here's Clingan. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight. For Indiana, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Good on the bucket.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
Outside Jackson. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Donovan Klingen.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And Indiana making a change here. Siakam's checked in. Deep 2 from Ball. And the layup is good. Ball's got 8 points in the quarter.
A master at creating space in the two-man game. That's LaMelo Ball.
Shepard the pass to Jackson. Now here's Nesmith. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Shepard. Shot clock at 6. Jackson in the corner. From deep. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 12. Brown with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. That one falls.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
And here is Nesmith. Pass to Shepard. And Klingen pulls it down. Klingen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The kick out to Brown. Over Nesmith. Here's Klingen. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Jackson. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Toppin. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Shepard. Brown deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Nembhard. Brown, no good.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Here's McConnell. Good on the 13-footer.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
There's Brown with the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency is, you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Here's Ball. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Pacers trail by 14. Bounce pass Nembhard. Then Berthe with the rebound.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
There's Brown with the 3. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Nesmith has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter, and it's been ugly. And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Nesmith finds Nembhard. Inside, here's Turner. That's tipped. Walker with it. Now Klingen to the right side. Ball with a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good.
3.
And the Lakers lead by 16.
Well, I like the fact that this is something Ball continues to work on, that deep shot of his. He knows he's got to be a threat from deep to expand his game.
It's tipped. Now here's Brown, guarded closely. Walker in the corner. Klingon the screen for Brown. Fires from the line. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for the Lakers. Now, here's McConnell. Siakam outside. Got a piece of it, and they're able to recover.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Pass to Klingon, and it's Klingon with the jam.
You know, as a playmaker, Ball can look off the defender and drop dimes with either hand.
Pacers trail by 18. Klingon with the steal. And here is Ball. Down low, Turner with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pacers.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The first free throw is good.
For the Pacers, Andrew Nembhard, 2.
And both free throws good for Nembhard. Lakers leading by 16. To the inside, Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
McConnell finds Turner. Siakam up top. Siakam a screen on Walker. They get the rebound. Pass to Nembhard. Three-pointer. The Lakers with the rebound. Klingon's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Ball against McConnell. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
They set the pick. Shot clock at 5.
Love to see Turner getting after it on defense, just throwing himself at the shooter and making him think twice about the release.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line, for the Pacers, T.J. McConnell, 2 shots.
That's good from McConnell. And both free throws good for McConnell. Here's Ball. Pass to Penberthy. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Turner with it. Fires the 3. Walker with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
McConnell a screen on Ball. Siakam outside. To the middle. Here's McConnell. Lays it up and banks it in. McConnell's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Pass to Klingon. Pacers with the rebound.
And this is what they wanted. With authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place. They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA. No matter what, they got it done.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball feeling it out a bit. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Fifth personal foul.
It's going to be on Miles Turner. Free throw good. Klingen.
For Los Angeles. Klingen. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Dennis. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Shepard. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Jacks up a 3. Can't connect. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. You keep taking care of business. How is your game traveling on the road?
You know, we're just trying to have a road warrior mentality.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.